Hi everyone, it's Morah Odette, and today's Friday, so we're going to be reading the story called The Shabbat Box. It's written by Lesley Simpson and it's illustrated by Nicole Indenbosch. Every Friday, someone got to take home the Shabbat box. It was a shoebox covered in velvet with Shabbat written in Hebrew letters. Inside, there were candlesticks, a kiddush cup, and a challah cover. Each week, the teacher added fresh challah rolls with raisins. Everyone loved the box, but there was only one problem. There was only one box. And there was 14 kids in the class. There was Eli and Sarah and Noah and Rachel, Sophie and Zachary and Sam and Rose and Ruth and Ira and Naomi and Julia and Rafi and Miriam. A lot of kids. The rule was one turn per customer, and that meant Ira would have to wait until winter for his turn. How long until winter? He asked his mother. After the leaves fall off the trees and snow comes, she answered. How long will that be? He asked. About 14 weeks, said his mom. How long is 14 weeks? He asked. About 98 sleeps, his mom explained. 98 sleeps? That feels like forever, said Ira. After many, many sleeps, winter arrived, and it was finally Ira's turn. He put the Shabbat box in his knapsack and started walking home. But that Friday, there was a very bad snowstorm. The wind whipped in his face. His eyes were so cold they felt like popsicles. His feet got soaked from snow falling into his boots. When he finally made it home, he was shivering. Inside, the air was warm. His dad was making honey chicken. There was pea soup and noodles bubbling on the stove, and he could smell a chocolate cake baking in the oven. Ira took off his knapsack, and in the storm, the flaps had opened, and the Shabbat box had fallen out. His lips trembled, and he began to cry. "What's wrong?" asked his dad. "The Shabbat box is gone," he sobbed. "What can we do?" They went outside to look for it. Their eyes stung, and they couldn't see through the blowing snow. Cars were sliding, and people were slipping on the ice. "We'd better go back inside," his dad said. Ira began sobbing again. "There is only one Shabbat box, and I have lost it, and I'm going to be in trouble." He didn't want to eat the soup or the chicken or even the chocolate cake. "How do you think we can solve this?" his mother asked. Ira thought. He thought so much his head hurt. He felt miserable. Saturday afternoon, he was lying on his bed. He saw the empty box from his snow boots. "I know what I'm going to do," he whispered to his stuffed animals. "I'll make a new Shabbat box. It'll be a surprise." And after Havdalah, he put a do not enter sign out on his bedroom door. He took his art kit and big camping flashlight down from his closet, and he pulled out the box. He decorated it with purple velvet and shiny sparkles. He turned his plastic snakes into candlesticks. He made a memory game with pictures of challahs, candlesticks, wine cups, and people singing. He painted grapes on his water cup, and he turned it into a kiddush cup. He painted his pillowcase and turned it into a giant challah cover. So he's making so many different things for the challah, for the Shabbat box. He stayed up all night painting, pasting, and designing everything. He worked by flashing under the covers of his bed. By the time he went to sleep, it was almost morning. On Sunday, he put lollipops and taffy and hard candies and chocolates into the box because Shabbat could be so sweet. He wrapped the box in plastic in case it fell into snow again. And Monday was his turn for show and tell. As he unwrapped the box, kids gathered around him. He told them the story of how he lost the box in the snow and how he tried to find it. He told them how upset he was, but he left out the part about crying because he didn't want them to think he was a baby. Then he told them how he made a new Shabbat box for the class. He took a deep breath. "I hope you like it," Ira said, and he opened the lid. Everyone peered inside. All the kids were jumping up and down, saying they wanted to take Ira's box home and eat the sweets and play the memory game and try out the cool candlesticks. "I have something for show and tell too," said the teacher. "But show and tell is for kids," Rachel said. "Last Friday, on the day of the storm, I forgot my mittens," the teacher explained. "So I went back to school to look for them because my hands were freezing. I saw something peeking out of the snow." She took a slightly crumpled box out of the cupboard. It was a Shabbat box. "The bad news is that the challah rolls were soggy," the teacher said. "But the good news is that the box dried." "And now we have 2 Shabbat boxes," said Ira. "Only 49 more sleeps until it's my turn again." The end. Now, guys, if you want to make your own Shabbat box, you could take any cardboard box. You could decorate it with colored paper. You could draw on it, add glitter, buttons, any materials that you have at home. So good luck and Shabbat Shalom.